Snapper riding mower cranks but doesn't start. Hello and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I did a quick diagnosis on why this tractor cranks but doesn't start. This is a Snapper LT200 with a 22 horsepower engine, and it cranks over fine but it doesn't start. When I went to start this tractor, it cranked but it didn't start. A quick diagnosis for an engine to run: we need spark, we need compression, and we need fuel. First thing I did, I took this cover off, I sprayed starter fluid down into the carburetor, cranked it again, and she ran until that starter fluid burned out. So I knew I was getting spark, I knew I was getting compression. Question is, why am I not getting fuel? So I noticed when I turned the key, I didn't hear the anti-kickback solenoid clicking. So I turned the key a couple more times, kept my hand on it. I didn't feel any click or vibration at all. I pulled the connector out and I checked for voltage, and I was getting 12 volts to the anti-kickback solenoid, but it wasn't working. So I know we have power going to it. So my next step now is to take this out and see if it's stuck, if it could be cleaned up. I did clean a few of these up before where they were just gummed up, or whether I have to replace it. So let me get this off and we'll take a closer look at it. I got this tractor running. I didn't go back to videoing it because I wanted to cut the grass while it was going. But let me point this out. This is a new one for me. Right here, this wire, when I pulled this off and I checked, it was reading 12 volts. Now, I removed the anti-kickback solenoid, and when I checked it, I just put this wire back on it and it was working. It wasn't stuck, nothing. Couldn't figure out what it was. After probing and probing, I come to find out this wire here, wherever it goes into this little fitting, was loose. The remedy was as simple as just pushing this wire in. Now I want to point out, these anti-kickback solenoids, they usually have a 1/2 inch nut on there, and the space is very thin. You need a thin 1/2 inch wrench for that. This is a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh wrench that you can see, if the camera's picking it up, you can see that I just ground it down to where it fits in there, and this is the one I use whenever I have to pull these off. Now if this isn't your problem, you could check your fuel filter, make sure there's fuel coming into it. You could disconnect your fuel line from the fuel pump going to the carburetor, put it inside a bottle, crank it over, and if it's shooting fuel into the bottle, you know it's not that. The next thing that I would do is take this carburetor off and check if there was any water inside the carburetor itself. That's a wrap for this quick video. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, hit that Joe Z button, and not to miss my new videos as I upload them, be sure to ring that bell. Until next time, stay safe.